Two fifth-generation fighters, two superpowers, one impossible question. Russia's Su-57, a thrust-vectoring beast that can flip, twist, and point its nose where physics says it shouldn't. America's F-35, an invisible ghost that sees everything, hides from everyone, and strikes before you know it's there. One costs around $100 million. The other? Between $80 and $110 million. But when they meet in the sky, price tags mean nothing. Only one walks away. So who wins? Welcome back to Tactical Jet. Today, we're settling one of the biggest debates in modern aviation: stealth versus maneuver. Invisible hunter versus aerial acrobat. We're going to dissect their designs, expose their hidden weaknesses, and run two hyper-realistic battle simulations. One at knife fighting range, one at the edge of the radar horizon. Stay to the very end, because the final verdict isn't what you think. It's a game changer that most analysts get wrong. First, the Russian Su-57, NATO codename, Felon. Developed by Sukhoi as a multi-role air superiority fighter, its design screams agility. Twin AL-41 F1 engines pumping out massive thrust, 3D thrust vectoring nozzles that can redirect exhaust in any direction, and a frame built for physics-defying maneuvers. Its stealth is mainly frontal, optimized for head-on engagements. It's a brawler, designed to get in your face and dominate in close combat. Now, the F-35 Lightning II. Smaller, single engine, but it's not a fighter jet. It's a flying supercomputer wrapped in stealth. Instead of out-turning opponents, it outthinks them. Instead of winning dogfights, it ends battles before they start. Its goal is simple: destroy the enemy before they even know you exist. Stealth decides who sees whom first. And in the sky, the one who sees first shoots first. The F-35 is engineered for all-aspect low observability. Its composite skin integrates stealth properties directly into the material itself, not painted on, but baked in. The shape, the exhaust, even the panel gaps and fasteners are designed to scatter radar waves into harmless directions. The Su-57 hides well from the front, but its exposed engine geometry and lack of serpentine air intakes give radar something to grab onto from the side or back. But here's the detail that changes everything. Defense analysts note a critical difference in how stealth is applied. The F-35's stealth is structural, built into the composite airframe. It's permanent. The Su-57 relies more heavily on radar-absorbent coatings applied to the surface, and coatings by their nature can wear down, chip, and degrade under operational stress. Russia chose a different path because building true all-aspect stealth from scratch costs more than their entire defense budget could handle. The Su-57 is what you build when you can't afford to build an F-22. But stealth is useless if you can't see the enemy. And this is where the F-35 has an almost unfair advantage. Its sensor fusion system combines radar, infrared, electronic warfare sensors, and data links from every friendly asset in the area into one simple picture. A 360-degree bubble of awareness that updates in real time. The pilot doesn't flip through screens or toggle between sensors. Everything is already there, already processed, already prioritized. F-35 pilots consistently describe encounters with legacy fighters in similar terms. One pilot put it this way: "I saw him 60 miles out. He never saw me at all. I could have ended it before he knew I was there. That's not a fair fight. That's a turkey shoot." That's God mode vision. The Su-57 has its own powerful AESA radar and an advanced infrared search and track system, but its computers don't yet blend everything as seamlessly. The pilot still has to manually correlate data streams. It's like having all the puzzle pieces, but having to assemble them yourself while someone's shooting at you. And here's a number that tells the real story. There are over 1,000 F-35s flying today across multiple nations. Russia has built fewer than 50 Su-57s. That's not just a production gap. That's a vote of confidence from the entire world. If the fight ever gets to visual range, a merge, the entire rulebook gets thrown out. This is where the Su-57 becomes a dancer. Its thrust vectoring nozzles let it twist and flip in ways that seem to defy physics. It can point its nose where it has no business pointing, and fire missiles off-bore sight at angles that would be impossible for most fighters. Watch a Su-57 at an air show, and you'll see post-stall maneuvers that make experienced pilots shake their heads. The Pugachev's Cobra, the flat spin, the tail slide. These aren't just for show. They're combat-capable moves that let the pilot point a weapon at a target even when the aircraft isn't pointed that way. The F-35 isn't slow, and it's more agile than critics claim, but it's a brawler, not a ballerina. It's built to avoid this exact scenario. In a pure dogfight, pilot to pilot, the Su-57 wins. That's not opinion, that's physics. Thrust vectoring beats aerodynamics every time when you're within visual range. But modern air combat isn't about dogfights anymore. It's about who controls the information space. When it comes to weapons, both carry deadly arsenals. Russia's K-77M and America's AIM-120 AMRAAM are both long-range radar-guided killers. The difference isn't the missile, it's the brain guiding it. Scenario 1, the merge. Both jets spot each other at under 5 miles. The Su-57 pilot smirks. This is his world. He swings his nose 90 degrees mid-turn, firing a missile off-bore sight, a shot the F-35 physically can't match. The F-35 counters instantly, dumping flares and rolling out, climbing vertically to reset the fight. Its computers have already calculated the escape vector and the optimal countermaneuver. Here, technology narrows the gap, but instinct and pilot skill decide who lives and who dies. It's a 50-50 shot. And that's a coin toss no F-35 pilot ever wants to make. This is the Su-57's home turf. And in this scenario, it's a genuine threat. Now, Scenario 2, a real-world combat patrol. Beyond visual range, at 100 miles out, an AWACS surveillance plane paints the Su-57 on radar. That data is instantly streamed to the F-35. The F-35 screen shows a target. The pilot doesn't even see the Su-57 with his own eyes. He doesn't have to. He transmits the coordinates to his AIM-120, fires, and turns cold to disappear back into the electromagnetic noise. The missile is already tracking. He's already looking for the next target. The Su-57's radar warning receiver screams to life. A missile is inbound. The pilot doesn't know where it came from. He launches back, diving for terrain to break the radar lock, pumping chaff and flares. But it's too late. In nearly every simulation run by military analysts, the F-35's first shot lands before the Su-57 pilot even knows who fired it. This isn't a fight, it's an execution. And that's exactly how the F-35 was designed to operate. So what's the F-35's real weapon? It's not a missile, it's not even its stealth. It's information. The Su-57 is a phenomenal solo fighter, a hero plane built for a pilot who wants to win on skill and guts. But modern wars aren't won by heroes, they're won by networks. The F-35 rarely fights alone. It talks to other F-35s, to bombers, to ships, to satellites. One jet sees, all jets shoot. It's a quarterback that makes the entire team lethal. Russia's network infrastructure just isn't there yet. The Su-57 can data link, but it's not woven into the same kind of seamless, real-time combat cloud that connects NATO forces. The Su-57 is a knight with the best sword on the battlefield. The F-35 is the entire chessboard, and it's already 3 moves ahead. So, who wins? In a pure one-on-one knife fight at close range, the Su-57's agility gives it a terrifying edge. It's a true dogfighter, and in that narrow scenario, it has the advantage. But that fight will almost never happen. In a real modern war where detection, data, and networked firepower decide battles before they even begin, the F-35's stealth and sensor fusion give it the first, and almost always, the final, shot. It's not about being a better fighter, It's about playing a different game entirely. The Su-57 was built to win the last war. The F-35 was built to dominate the next one. But that's my analysis. Now I want to hear from you. Are you team stealth or team maneuver? Defend your choice in the comments. And if you say, it depends, you're probably right. But that's boring. Pick a side. I'll feature the most compelling arguments in a follow-up community post. And trust me, I'll be reading every single one. If you want more deep dives that go beyond the headlines and actually break down the tech, the tactics, and the truth, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell. Because the next matchup is even more controversial. This is Tactical Jet.